Hi everyone, my name is Komalpreet Kaur. Once again, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. In today's lesson, we will be looking at the format of IELTS speaking module and some of the unknown facts which I guess majority of the students are not aware of. So before initiating, I would like to tell you all that why this speaking module is included in your language proficiency test. The answer is to gauge or to judge your proficiency in English communication, to assess your skills in English conversation. So this is the reason why this module has been added to the IELTS test. I also want to say that you need to consider three things in your mind whenever you are giving your final exam. First of all, you have to listen to the examiner very cautiously whenever he or she is asking you questions. So this is the first crucial component which you need to consider whenever you are giving your final speaking. The next module, the next parameter which you need to keep in your mind is understand. After listening to the questions of the examiner, what you have to do is to understand the demand of the question. You have to decide here what you are going to speak. And the third thing is logical response. Logical response means you have to answer it accordingly. According to the demand of the question, you have to answer. So these are the three components which will definitely prove fruitful in improving your IELTS band scores. Now, I want to add more that IELTS speaking is identical for both academic and general students. There is no distinction between the speaking which is given by the academic or general students. Even the marking criteria and the assessment criteria is also the same. So there is nothing to worry about the distinction between academic or general speaking. I know many of the students, they believe that the general speaking and academic speaking are different, but it's nothing like that. It is identical for both of them. The next thing is that the speaking, the examiners who takes your speakings, they are 9 band holders. I mean to say that you have to be very clear, confident and professional while taking your exam, because the speaker or the examiner, he or she will judge you on each given parameter. There are basically 4 parameters which I have described in my prior video, so you can refer to that video also. So these are the 4 parameters on the basis of which you are being judged by an examiner who is already very proficient in speaking module. So you need to be very confident, clear and professional. Remember one thing, your entire speaking is formal. You need to use a very formal language. If you are using an informal communication, the probability is that you will get low scores. So try to be formal while you are speaking, but not over formal. After that, the entire speaking module, the entire speaking test recording, the entire speaking test is being recorded due to 3 different reasons. These 3 reasons are, first reason is that to have a check on the examiner. This is none of your concern, because आपको पता ही है कि हर company और हर organization, they just want to keep a check on their employees. Similarly here also, what Cambridge University do, because the IELTS paper is being conducted by Cambridge University. So just to keep a check on their examiners, whether they are giving suitable bands to the students or not. So that is why, this is the first reason that why your speaking test is being recorded. The next reason is that for rechecking or revaluation. Some of the students, they are not very satisfied with their scores. So that is why they go for revaluation. Revaluation means reassessment of your module. If you have gotten very less marks in your less bands in your speaking module, so you can go for revaluation if you are dicey or if you have any doubt related to that. So for revaluation also, your speaking is recorded and then it is heard again. Then your final scores are decided again. After that, the last reason is that, which I guess very few people know. I don't think so that many of the people, they know that your speaking is assessed by 3 different examiners, not even a single examiner. So majority of the people, they think that whatever whosoever examiner is taking their speakings, they just give them bans on the spot, but it's not correct. However, the truth is that your speaking is recorded and then it is heard by two different examiners. Suppose E1 is your first examiner who is taking your speaking. E1 will give the bans on the spot. Suppose he has given you 6.5 bans. Then your recorded speaking is heard again by two different examiners separately. Suppose these two examiners are E2 and E3. Suppose E2 has given you the same bans which E1 has given, and E3 has given you 6 bands. Then these scores are, your final score is calculated as this: 6.5 plus 6.5 plus 6 divided by 3, and whatsoever the score is will be your final score. So this is an unknown fact which very few people know, but that is why I was saying you that you should be clear enough. Your voice should be clear enough that it should be recorded. It should be recorded in a very clear voice. Alright. So let's begin with the format of speaking. Today I will only cover part 1 of the speaking module in depth. Rest of the 2 parts will be covered in my next video. So let's begin with the part 1. Your entire speaking will last for 11 to 14 minutes. Entire speaking will last for 11 to 14 minutes, but there are very rare cases where it can be extended by the examiner. What I have observed is the estimated time is this only. So ये 11 to 14 minutes ही रहता है, but बहुत कम chances है कि it could be extended by the examiner. So but chances are very less. Average basis पे time यही रहेगा. Now your part 1 is of 4 to 5 minutes. Part 1 is of 4 to 5 minutes. Now what is included in part 1? Part 1 comprises of 2 parts. Now majority of the students, they think part 1 is only their personal introduction. But it's not true. Part 1 is further bifurcated into 2 parts. First is your personal introduction, and the next is your interview session. Remember, these two are distinct entities. These are not the same. Personal introduction is something else and interview session is something else. But these both things are included in your part 1 only. Now, what is personal introduction? Personal introduction, basically, in your personal introduction, 3 questions are common, which are always asked by the examiner. The first question will be, what is your full name? Here, you have to mention the name which is registered in your passport. Okay? The second question will be, can I see your identification? Now here, identification refers to the passport ID. So you have to demonstrate your passport to the examiner whenever he will demand the same. The third question will be, do you work or study? Now you have to answer it accordingly. If you are working, you have to answer it like I am working or and all. And if you are studying, you are pursuing your studies, you have to answer it in that context only. Okay, so these will be the 3 questions which will be commonly asked by the examiner from all the students. Now, after 3 common questions, apart from these 3 common questions, what else will examiner ask in your personal introduction will be like about your hometown, about your aim, about your family, your goals. So these could be the topics, but these questions will be related to you only. So you have to answers it personally. Alright. So this is the part 1, that is your personal introduction. And then After asking these questions, after asking your personal introduction, he will move to the interview session. Now in interview session, 2 topics are covered. Again, this thing is not clear to most of the students. They think that personal introduction is the only thing in part 1. But interview session is also asked by the examiner. Here he will cover 2 common questions, 2 common topics actually. Okay. These questions will be general topics. These topics will be general topics. The things which we come across in our day-to-day life. For example, newspaper, or the second topic could be chocolates. So these type of topics will be covered by the examiner in interview session. Now here, in each topic, he will ask 3 to 4 questions. Suppose his first topic is newspaper. He will ask 3 to 4 questions on the topic of newspaper. His second topic is chocolate. He will ask again 3 to 4 questions on the second topic. And you guys have to answer these questions in 3 to 4 connected ideas. Remember this thing, बहुत बच्चों को ये confusion है, बहुत बच्चों को ये एक उनका opinion है कि इंटरव्यू सेशन मीन्स उनको तो वैसे लगता है कि पर्सनल इंट्रोडक्शन इज़ द ओनली थिंग इन पार्ट 1, बट ये जो क्वेश्चन का आंसर है ना, दैट शुड बी इन 3 to 4 कनेक्टेड आइडियाज, नॉट इन 1 to 2 सेंटेंसेस. रिमेंबर, पर्सनल इंट्रोडक्शन के आंसर जो है वो 1 to 2 सेंटेंसेस में हो सकते हैं बिकॉज ये पर्सनलाइज्ड क्वेश्चंस हैं, बट दीज आर द जनरल टॉपिक्स. यू हैव टू स्पीक समथिंग अपॉन दैट ना. You have to give 3 to 4 connected ideas in your interview session. Now these questions will be related to your preference, will be personal and will be generalized. Most of the cases में जो हमारा sequence रहता है इन 3 से 3 to 4 questions का, वो यही रहता है. First question could be personal, like यहाँ पे एग्जामिनर पूछ सकता है do you read newspaper, so this is a personal question. His second question may be based on preferences. Like he may ask, do you prefer to read newspaper or magazine? ठीक है, so this will be a preference based question. Now third and fourth question will be completely general. Like उसने पूछ लिया कि do you think reading newspaper is useful or not? So this is a generalized question. This order can be shuffled. Preference में भी वो पहले पूछ सकता है, personal बाद में पूछ ले. But question की जो type है, category है, यही रहती है हमेशा. So this is the entire part 1. I will give tips for the part 1 in another video, but for today only I have just covered the format of your speaking module and only part 1. बाकी rest of the parts मैं किसी और वीडियो में कवर करूँगी, but make sure कि ये bifurcation आपको clear हो, because लोगों की ये myth होती है कि personal introduction ही सिर्फ part 1 होता है, but that's not like that. ठीक है, interview session is the main thing. Personal introduction is just a warm up section. ओके, एंड आइडेंटिफिकेशन चेक और इंटरव्यू सेशन में आपको 2 टॉपिक को कवर कराता है एग्जामिनर. सो दिस इज जस्ट द पार्ट 1. सो वी विल मीट अगैन. फॉर दिस टाइम जस्ट शेयर माई वीडियो as much as you can and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much guys.